housewives in the South-South region have disproved the claim by the presidency that prices of food items have dropped in the country following the agricultural reforms of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, describing it as deceptive. The housewives who grumbled that the prices of food items have hit the roof from what they were in 2015 when President Muhammadu Buhari took over government from former President Goodluck Jonathan, impacting negatively on their lane funds, asserted that they and their children were suffering untold hardship. The president's senior special assistant on media and publicity, Mr. Garba Shehu, on a recent television program stated to say the cost of food items is connected to the closure of the borders is absolutely wrong, and to say that the prices of food are not coming down. I think the scholar has detached himself from the market because we sat through the meeting of the National Food Security Council and we heard presentations by experts, people who had surveyed the market. As of yesterday, September 10th, in the morning of the meeting, go and check the index in markets. For instance, in Kano, millet that had gone up to 24,000 has now come down to 12,000 naira, 13,000 naira. Rice that had been 25,000 naira is now 20,000 naira. Maize is now 18,000 naira for the old stock and 14,000 naira, 15,000 naira for the new stock, Shehu asserted to justify his arguments. From Delta State, a visibly disturbed housewife, Mrs. Ngozi Smart, said there is no sincerity in the claim of President Muhammadu Buhari that the prices of foodstuffs have or are dropping. As a matter of fact, the prices of foodstuffs in this Buhari's regime have drastically increased. Here is a comparison of what the prices of foodstuffs were before Buhari came into power May 29, 2015 and what it is currently. Bag of rice, which is foreign, before 2015 was 10,500 naira, but now 30,000 naira. Bag of local rice in 2015 was 6,000 naira. Now it is 22,000 naira. Basin of Gari in 2015 was 3,000 naira. Now 11,000 naira. Cup of beans in 2015 was 30 naira. Now 120 naira. An average tuber of yam in 2015 was 200 naira. Now is 600 naira. Sizable ice fish in 2015 was 100 naira. Now is 650 naira. Cup of egusi in 2015 was 60 naira. Now is 250 naira. Chicken old layer in 2015 was 800 to 900 naira. Now is 2,000 naira. Chicken, which is broiler, in 2015 was 1,800 naira to 2,000 naira, but now is 3,500 to 4,000 naira. Basket of tomatoes in 2015 was 6,000 naira. Now is 25,000 naira. With these contrasting prices, it is undoubted that the Buhari-led administration has not kept its promises concerning the prices of foodstuffs and on the economy at large, she said. At Yanagwa, capital of Bayelsa State, a mother, Mrs. Edare Ebi, lamented, says the policies of the APC-led federal government have not in any way helped our cause. I will rather say we are suffering. Imagine prices of foodstuff have skyrocketed since the APC-led central government came on board. Madam John Oyimebi, a mother of 6 who also spoke from Bayelsa, asserted, what is happening here in our beloved country is enough to trigger massive upheaval as witnessed in North Africa. Sadly, the recent hike in fuel price will further impact negatively on the cost of foodstuff. It is more painful hearing the presidency insulting our sensibility when it distorted claim that prices are dropping. Others spoke in the same vein, insisting that the administration's agricultural policies were in disarray and not in reality with its claim of coercing food prices. From our finding in Bayelsa, the worth of food items 2015 to 2020 were bag of rice, which is foreign 10,000 naira, and the prices are just like that, just like the other woman stated. At Calabar, the same thing. Cross River State housewife and foodstuff dealer Mrs. Stella Ikechuku disclosed also the prices of bag of foreign rice. Before it used to be 16,000 naira, but now 29,000. Bag of local rice, which was 12,000 naira to 13,000 naira. It's now 20,000 naira, and so on and so forth. Like that, they began to list all the things they used to buy. And they have come to the conclusion that the federal government is not saying the truth. In Rivers State, a mother, Mrs. Confidence Amadi, stated that things are still very expensive in the market. There is no reduction in price anywhere. If they have such a market in Abuja where things are so cheap, they should bring it to Port Harcourt. And she listed our own prices, what they used to buy before now and what they are getting now. They are just coming at a lot of them. That is the problem of this government. Somebody will tell you that, oh, Buhari does not know anything. See, if you want to know, if you don't need to move around in Nigeria, if you want to know what is happening in Saudi Arabia, if you don't want to know what is happening in Dubai, if you want to know what is happening in America, just go. People, they are journalists. That a lot of people, everybody is not journalists with this with the help of social media. You see what is happening. You see people. Type anything you want. You see people on the street, people talking, whatever that you want is there online. You see it. Somebody will come and be telling us that they are telling him lies. Is the man is he in an enclave or what? They'll be telling you they don't know. And one thing, the reason why Gabashew is saying this is that they don't buy anything. He sat down and began to say experts, all those figures they used to give. I don't know how these people, if really you are patriotic, you want to know. Just like when Fashola came on board, when he came on board as a governor, we knew what he was doing. You can't go and be telling Fashola Kokambu stories. If not that we don't even know what is happening to him now. Now that he is at the federal. But at least what he did then, we will still say it. If you do well, we will say it. If you don't do well, we will still talk about it. You could not go and be telling Fashola any story, form story, that Fashola would not sit down in his office under AC. You now come and be telling him what he will go out himself. He was going out, he will disguise and go. A whole governor, he will go out and go. Not that he will be feeling big. He will go out and go. So even if people do not even know, most especially the civil servant, they didn't even know when it will come to their own turn, because they know that the man will just disguise and come and he will see everything, and the man will just be driving on the street. You will not even know. No siren. You will not even know. No siren. Nothing. So they will sit down there because they don't know. They don't buy anything. They have all several aides that do all these. They are bidding for them. They are only just to eat. He sat down and began to tell us expert said this, expert. Which expert? The same way they are just be writing figures. They will be writing figures telling us our whatever has increased to 2%. Our growth has increased to 3.5%, 2%. That is, and you'll be going with that. You go on ground, you know what is happening. And unfortunately, these people, they started like this, so they started like ordinary Nigerians. So it's not as if they were born outside this country. Maybe they just came back. They were born in this country. They know what it means. But all of a sudden, they just get the power and they just forget every other person because they believe that law has come to meet with them. It's unfortunate. I always say it, the real Nigerians are the ordinary people you see on the street. They are the owner of this country. Forget all these our leaders. They are our servants. They are supposed to be our servants. But reverse is the case. If you want to know the real people, go on the street. That is where you know the cocoa. Forget all this thing, and they are just deceiving themselves. So you want a market woman to believe that we are talking of reality. The same way Lai Mohammed came and tell us that these Boko people have been defeated. Technically, does that make sense? Technically, we are talking of reality. You are telling us technicality or whatever. So that is the same thing. I think the minister of Agric before now, whether the one now or the one before, Ogbe, and the new ones, so the two of them said it, that no Nigeria should be talking about a scarcity of food. That we have food in surplus. Hey, you just be wondering that these people at their old age, they are telling lies. Yes, because they are overfed. When you are overfed, overfeeding is worrying you. You don't even somebody brings food to your front, you don't even care. That is exactly what is happening to them. They are overfeeding is worrying them. Overfeeding. So they don't even know. They are not in touch with realities. Women are talking. Those who go to the market, they are talking. Everybody is feeling it. They are telling us it is not. That's why they told us during COVID-19 that they shared a 100 billion naira within one week. That no Nigeria should be complaining. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this.